Once again, welcome to my channel. We're going to continue with our billionaires mindset. For some time now, we've been talking about wealth creation. We've been discussing how to develop the individual to come to financial freedom. We want to understand that God wants everybody to get to that financial freedom. Irrespective of who you are, whether you're a Christian or not, you must be able to impact your generation with your wealth. The kingdom of God can only advance when we have enough money to support the gospel. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11, it says, a dishonest money dwindle away, but whoever gathereth money little by little, it shall grow. And the same Proverbs chapter 10 verse 4 says, the lazy hand makes poverty, but the diligent hand brings in wealth. So it's a choice. You can either gather the money and then lose it, or you can choose to be lazy and be poor. So we want to look at what is making the rich rich and what's making the poor poor. So we want to look at certain things, that the differences between these two group of people. Now, one, the belief in the law of income. The rich believe in the law of income, whilst the poor believe in pay or salary, believe that his effort must earn him some money. What do I mean by that? The law of income. The rich man believe in creating more effort, avenue, creating more jobs to bring in more income. But the poor feels, look, let me just get one job and that will okay with me. So that's a difference. The rich always want to create something, want to create more income. So they believe in the law of incomes or income. So the rich believe in creating a job. And as a Christian, you must be able to have other form of income. So it's about time that we must start doing something for ourselves. Let us have something for ourselves. Number two, the rich focus on opportunity, whilst the poor focus on obstacles. Anytime the poor sees an opportunity, goes for it. But the poor always sees challenges, sees problem. And so we are afraid to move into new area of life or area of business. We don't want to develop, we don't want to do new things. But the poor man sees obstacles, while the rich man sees opportunity in every situation. They focus on the situation, the opportunities that they find themselves with. Number three, the rich man associates himself with positive people. The poor always want to work or be with his class of people. The poor always have people who are in the same like-minded with them. They want to associate themselves with the same people, but the poor want to go with their class. So look at the poor. We always rent places at poor locations, poor residents, but the poor always want to be with the poor, while the rich always want to be the rich friends. That's the difference. So show me your friend and I'll show you your character. It doesn't work that, but once you have good companies of rich people, the probability of you also developing to that level is higher. So let's get acquainted with rich people and not poor people. You know, the rich are willing to promote themselves. They are ready to invest to develop their values, their skills. The poor man is not ready to do that. The rich is always ready to promote himself. You know, they always want to challenge themselves. They want to study something. They want to invest into knowledge. But the poor man says no, hell no to that. So please, let's learn to develop ourselves. The rich grows bigger when they see problem. You know, Bill Gates identify a problem, solve it, and then he becomes big. So the rich is always growing bigger. And they even grow bigger than their problems. They don't allow things to limit them. They solve problems and then they don't allow problems to overcome them. But the poor is limited by problems. Anytime we see a problem, we are down. But the rich always will go for the challenge and kill it. Now the rich believe in both having the two at the same time. But the poor man says either of them. Example, a rich man sees, let's say, a cake and wants to have it, and his money that has it is not enough. What he will do is this: he will rather use that money to trade, and then get some profit or some income, and then buy the cake as well as something else that he or she wants. But the poor man will say, okay, let me buy only the cake. So while the rich man wants a cake and a Fanta, he will rather will trade his money or the capital, invest to buy whatever he wants. But the poor man will just go for it. He don't care, will lose everything. So the poor man doesn't invest, but the rich does invest. So by the time we look about that, and then we focus much on that. The rich focus on his net worth, but the poor focus on salary. The rich man will look at the end of the year, what am I going to get at the end of this season? So they work towards it, but the poor man says, oh, paycheck to paycheck. And we live by paycheck to paycheck, and that's very bad, and we need to change our mindset. I want you to understand that there are 500 direct or indirect scriptures on prayer, but there are 2,000 scriptures on financial wealth creation. I mean, 61% of Jesus' parable that he gave were talking about money. So it means that money is important. You cannot affect your generation if you don't have money. You cannot pay medical bills. You cannot pay your kids' school fees. You cannot give your kids the best you want. You cannot give yourself the best cars, the best luxury you want if you don't have money. And trust me, the rich people out there will not use their money to solve your problem unless you do it yourself. So money is important. So let's learn to accept that, look, money is good, and therefore we must work for it. Like I keep saying, God doesn't work in a central bank. So don't think that God is going to multiply money. The only way God does is that after you have sown your seed, God opens opportunity in the area of your business and brings people to help you, or opens opportunity. But after going and sow your seed and you come and fold your hand, don't expect any magic. Get out there and work. So understand that money is good. So we're going to continue. 8. The difference between the difference between the poor and the rich. I mean, they react differently to situations of life. Both the rich and the poor react differently. The poor people are specialized in talking. You see, they talk, and they are so skeptical about situation. They fear a lot. They are afraid to take decisions. But the rich trust those he works with. The rich trust that I can do it. They go for the kill. But the poor is always skeptical about every situation. Very, very skeptical. And fear to take new decision. But the rich, no, will go for it. Poor people always find fault. They complain. Always having problems. They blame the government for every problem. They blame their uncle. They blame their parents for not taking them to school. They blame society for everything. They blame their wives. They blame their husbands. They blame the church. They blame virtually everybody for their poverty. But the rich man do not do that. Rather find solutions to that. So please, let's find solution to our problem rather than blaming people. When you keep blaming people, you end up being at class 1. Poor people make assumption. The rich don't do that. The rich ask questions. The poor assume that, oh, I thought it will work, and they work. But the rich man says, what about if I try? What about if I invest? What about if I seek this knowledge? There's a difference. The poor is always making assumption, while the rich is always trying to put things into action, ask questions, and seek knowledge. But the poor, no. The poor always says, them, they. They never focus on themselves. Always say they. When will they do this for us? I've not been them. I've not been this. But the poor, the rich doesn't say that. It says we. What can we do? What can we do? So it's about we saying what can we do then, rather than talking about them. It's not going to help us. You know, the poor person wants the cheapest things in life. The rich man wants the quality. We buy the cheap clothes, we buy clothes, and then when we wear it for some time, it gets spoiled, or we can't even use it again. We want China shoe, and you buy China shoe, buy plain thing, you can't. But the rich go for the quality, because the quality, you spend one big money for it, it will last for years, and you save money for that. The poor always want to buy Ghana use second hand cars, and to keep breaking down. But the rich man will go for one quality car and use it forever. So if you don't buy things that are not cheaper, that can last you for longer. It's a way of saving enough money. It's going to help you. The poor think that money is more important, but the rich think time is more important. They trade their time for money. The poor works for money, but the rich think that, look, time is more important. Let me invest into time, and I know when I invest in time, I'll get my result. But the poor man is just working for hand to mouth. But the rich invest their time. They don't misuse their time. Time is very important to the rich man rather than money. They play more value on time rather than money. And you know, also the poor always are in competition with one another. They compete. So out of that competition, they don't share ideas. They don't help each other to grow. Like we call the crab syndrome. We pull ourselves down. We want to be better than you, so I don't share my knowledge with you. We compete with each other. That's the poor man always competing with his fellow brother. They don't share ideas. But the poor man always creates opportunity, creates ideas, share ideas. They spend time to do research. And that's the difference. You know, the poor man always want to be in competition with his or her brother, and it's very poor. You know, the poor man always criticize people. When they see you prospering, they say, "Oh, what is this? Schedule and all that." But the rich celebrate. The rich celebrate. The poor man does not take advice. They depend on the opinion of others. They don't do research. But the rich man does a research on every topic, on every subject. Any business he or she want to embark on, they do a research. The poor man take opinions or cheap advice or poor advice on the street. Like you go to a salon and someone says, "Oh, me when my husband misbehave, I slap my husband. I tell my husband shit." So they take the advice. They don't do a research on that. They come home, and when the husband says something, they also give to their husband, and the husband end up sacking them. They say that, "Oh, I saw this person drinking this medicine. It was good." So anytime they have a problem, instead of them going to the doctor, they also fall on the same advice. So the poor always fall on cheap and advice and opinion of people on the streets. The street is their teacher, but the poor man, the rich man, learns from his mistake, learn from books, wants the right thing to be done. You know, I mean, the rich will always be rich as long as they are doing the right thing and we are doing the wrong thing. So my brothers, let's wake up and follow the ways of the rich man and do what is right. And lastly, I want to say, the poor man has a big television, but the rich man has a big library. What you hear, what you feed your mind with matters. The poor man loves entertainment and pleasure more. We spend our time watching football and arguing on football. We're not saying it's not good. It's good, but don't spend too much of your time with it on that. Make time to study. You know, if you don't know, lack of knowledge make you perish. It's by the time we study and know for ourselves. So my brothers, be like the rich fellow. Have the mindset of a billionaire. Don't have a mindset of a poor person. God wants us to prosper. God wants us to come to the top. He wants us to affect our generation. He wants us to touch our generation, the power of God. He wants us to be able to take care of our family. He wants us to be a blessing to society. We must be able to help others. But this can be achieved if only we live a life with wisdom. We plan our finances. We have a budget. We work towards it. My next video, I'm going to teach you how to go about financial detox. You know, when something's not good in your system, how to drain it out. So when something is not good, your financial habit is not good, I'm going to teach you how to deal with it so that you come to that level that God has destined for you to be. Thank you very much and stay blessed. Like the video and share with your friends, and let us all be a blessing to society. Thank you very much. This is your brother David Nikwe Journey, the Billionaire's Mindset. Stay blessed.